The question on everyone's mind is whether or not Carlos Sainz could be on his way out. It's been a rough start for Sainz since joining the Scuderia, and the tension between him and the team seems to be growing. But why is Ferrari starting to get tired of him? And where did things go wrong? We'll take a look at the recent controversies surrounding Sainz's performance at Ferrari and find out where his future lies in Formula One. So, as always, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more Formula One content. At the start of the 2023 season, Ferrari's SF23 car was being endorsed as the true challenger to the dominant Mercedes and Red Bull teams. But the season so far has been a massive disappointment for the team. The car has been lacking in downforce and has struggled with tire wear, leaving the Ferrari drivers far behind the leaders. And as the criticism gets going, Spanish driver Carlos Sainz seems to be taking the brunt of it. Spanish newspaper El Nacional has been particularly harsh in its negative remarks of the driver. But the critiques are not just only coming from the media. Ferrari, the F1 team itself, also seems to be blaming him for the lackluster performances. Despite scoring more points than his teammate Charles Leclerc, Sainz is not considered the star at Ferrari. Leclerc's annoyance with Sainz's antics in qualifying at the Australian Grand Prix could also further complicate the situation. Now the Spaniard has had a career that has seen him move from one team to another. He began his Formula One journey with Toro Rosso after making his way through the Red Bull system. After 3 years with them, he decided to have a fresh start and joined Renault. However, his time with them was short-lived as he was replaced by Daniel Ricciardo. He was soon offered a seat with McLaren, where he spent 2 seasons. But, as fate would have it, another move came along that he found too tempting to resist. And this time, it was Ferrari that came calling. This is his 3rd season with the Scuderia, and he is contracted to a 4th, with no signs at the moment that he is considering another move anytime soon. So why is Ferrari getting tired of Carlos Sainz? Well, the team has had high expectations for this season, and the SF23 car was supposed to be the vehicle that would take them to championship glory. But it's clear that the car does not perform as expected, and Ferrari is reportedly looking to blame someone for the team's troubles. But is Sainz really the one to blame here? There are clearly a lot of issues with the car's design, making it less likely to succeed. And it's hard to see how one driver could be responsible for all those problems. So is Ferrari unfairly placing the blame on Sainz to deflect from their own shortcomings? Or is there more to the story? Keep watching to find out where it all went wrong. Well, according to Carlos Sainz, the team may have missed the mark with this year's floor regulations. The FIA implemented tweaks to minimize porpoising, but unfortunately, it has affected the car's performance in a significant way. There has been a lot of debate about the car's design. It is unbalanced, suffering from high degradation, which is a massive problem over a Grand Prix distance. It seems that Ferrari had a lot of hopes for the revised floor regulations, thinking that it would make the car a bit more peaky and have less downforce. So where did Ferrari go wrong? Perhaps they misjudged the impact of the revised floor regulations or underestimated their rivals. Whatever the reason, it has left the team with an uncompetitive car and their driver being unable to get results. However, the team is not giving up just yet. It's been reported that they are working hard to reverse their fortunes and have set a major upgrade for the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. With this upgrade, they hope to address all of the issues with the car and get back on track. Now, as the famous saying goes, when it rains, it pours. And for Carlos Sainz, the skies have opened up and poured all sorts of criticisms on him. The poor performance of his team, Ferrari, has left Sainz at the center of attention, and he is not happy about it. The media and his own team have criticized him heavily, leaving him feeling frustrated and dejected. But how is he handling the situation? Is he fighting back, or is he folding under the pressure? Surprisingly, he is taking a level-headed approach. Instead of lashing out at his critics, Sainz is urging fans and the media to focus on improving the car's performance rather than criticizing him. However, Sainz is aware of the criticisms and wants to prove his worth to Ferrari. He knows that the team's expectations were high, and he wants to live up to them. He is aware that even though he has scored more points than his teammate, he is not seen as the main man at Ferrari. In spite of this, he remains unfazed and focused on improving both his and the car's performances. This is not the first time that Sainz has had to face the negative spotlight in his career. In fact, he has dealt with similar situations in the past. He knows how to handle the pressure, and he is not letting it affect his confidence. Sainz is looking to prove his critics wrong and show them what he's capable of. But he might have to do that somewhere else. As he struggles with Ferrari's poor performance, many Formula One fans wonder about his future with the team. Will he continue with Ferrari, or will he be forced to look elsewhere for a new home? The answer remains unclear, but one thing is certain: the rest of the season will be critical in determining his future. Despite his commitment to Ferrari, other teams are still keeping an eye on him, hoping to lure him away. Sauber, for instance, reportedly has Sainz as their main target for 2026 when it becomes the Audi Works team. But Sainz has dismissed these rumors, stating that his intention is to stay with Ferrari for many years. The reason for this potential move could lie in his family ties. Sainz's father, Carlos Sainz Sr., is a rallying legend who has been racing for the German carmaker in rally raid competitions. Thus, the link to Audi could have been seen as more of a family connection rather than a professional one. Well, for starters, it's a rival team. And after all, Ferrari has a rich history in Formula One and is considered one of the top teams in the sport. And in April 2022, Sainz extended his deal with his current team till 2024, reportedly earning $10 million in his latest deal. So it is not surprising that he would want to stay until his contract ends. But his performance for the rest of the season will be crucial in determining whether he will remain with the team beyond next year. If he can turn things around and help Ferrari improve their performance, he may have a chance to stay on. However, if the team continues to struggle, it's unclear what the future holds for the talented Spanish driver. Despite his struggles at Ferrari, Sainz is still a talented driver with a proven track record. His time at McLaren showcased his ability to compete at the highest level and could help him find a new team if he were to leave Ferrari. However, it's important to remember that the availability of seats on other teams will also play a significant role in determining his options. It's clear that Sainz is aware of the uncertainty surrounding his future in Formula One, but he seems determined to prove himself to Ferrari and the rest of the motorsports world. Whether he stays with Ferrari or moves on to a new team, it's clear that Sainz has a bright future ahead of him in the sport. So what do you think? Will he continue to struggle with Ferrari, or will he help lead the team to greater success? And if he does leave Ferrari, where will he end up? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And as always, don't forget to like and subscribe for more Formula One content.